What's up guys, it's Mr. Lee Redman here with a Rags to Riches episode special. As everyone will remember from the last episode, I qualified for the playoffs for the second season running, and this episode is all about the playoffs. Also show you guys some team details, like player details and all that for the end of season. But as everyone remember, I drew Alcoyono, in the playoff first round. Just go through how the playoffs work again. Split into two sections, Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1 is for all the winners of the four divisions. They will be drawn against each other in the semi-final. The winners will go through to the final and determine the overall winners of the divisions. But the actual two winners from the semi-finals will also be teams 1 and 2 to be promoted to the Segunda division, and the teams in 2nd, 3rd and 4th from the divisions will go into a playoff between each other, so that'll be 6 games. The winners of those home and away leg games will be then joined by the losers of the Phase 1 games, and will go into a quarter-finals over 2 legs as well. The winners of those games will go through to the semi-finals, and actually the winners of the two semi-finals will be teams 3 and 4 into the Segunda division. So the first game, I'm going to do this slightly differently actually, because for some reason whenever I go into the games and then go into the details and come back out, I always jump to the top, and I'm not going to bother doing that because I just can't be bothered to keep flicking. So I'm just going to do it a bit like this, just going through like that. So the first game was the home leg of the first round against Alcoyono, who I believe were about 4th in the second division B3, and it went very well. As you can see, a 3-0 win at home. Pepe Diaz double and Diego Ceravo giving me the win I required. So I went into the second leg obviously quite confident with a 3-0 win. It almost went completely tits up. As you can see here, I lost the second leg 5-2 at Alcoyono. They were 3-0 up at half time and 4-0 up just after half time as well, but luckily I scored the next 2 goals. They did score the 5th with about 15 minutes to go, but I held on to go through on away goals. I just couldn't believe what I was watching, to be honest, and some of the players had poor games, but we eventually managed to hold out and get into the second round, where we were drawn against Amberetta. And in the first leg we drew 1-1. They actually took the lead and were leading at half time, but Pepe Diaz equalised with about 15 minutes to go, and we held out for a 1-1 draw. So obviously going into the second leg, it wasn't looking too great, with the fact that it was at their place and they had an away goal as well. But as you can see, we actually held our own and went on to win 2-1. An own goal and Xavi Moore gave me the win to go through 3-2 on aggregate, and we went through to the final round like we did last time, and looking to get into the Segunda division. The only problem was between me and that place was Barcelona B, who, as you can see here, we played in the Federation Cup quarter final, losing 3-0 away and 3-1 at home. They scored the winner actually in the home leg there with about 15 minutes to go. And we started again at home, and as you can see, we started very well. 3-0. Ivan Rubio, Pepe Diaz and Diego Ceravo. I was not expecting that, to be fair, especially as how we struggled in the Federation Cup games. So we're going into the second leg, 90 minutes away from the Segunda division. Just the one game to go. We did lose the second leg 2-1, but a Mustafi goal gave us the 2-1 defeat, but gave us a 4-2 aggregate win. And after all that, as you see just here, we got promoted. And I believe Albacete actually went up as well. Oh no, they lost to Cartagena. So the teams going up are Alaves and Cartagena, as well as me and Melilla, I think is how you say that. So Barcelona B and Albacete from my divisions were the two teams that didn't go up despite winning leagues. And I finished 4th in B1, and Melilla were 4th in the second division B4. So I wouldn't say I really agree with that, even though I did go up. Don't really tend to agree with that sort of thing, but there you go. So we ended up winning the playoffs and getting promoted. I did unlock a achievement with Sarajevo actually being the leading goal scorer, 33 goals. Manu Busto got 20 assists. Ratings Diego Sarajevo of 7.49. So after that, we've now been promoted to the Segunda. I have released quite a few of my players, and as you can see, I actually don't have a keeper, which isn't good. One player I have signed is Salah, who I did sign actually in a January transfer window, but it looks like I didn't actually get it all completed until this transfer window. Reports wise, my defence is pretty appalling, but my attacking players are very decent, including Sarajevo, who's on 4.5. He's 30, so he's probably coming to an end. So I really do need to improve the defence and the obviously keepers, considering I don't have any. Finance wise, I've got 1.9 million in the bank. And well, they're saying I probably should finish with about 1.9 mil. The good thing is I've got a transfer budget of 900,000. Well, we'll say a million. I've actually got 22,000 to spend on the wages. One thing I didn't actually know, well, I did forget to mention, is actually I had 2 loans that I had to pay back, and they actually ended, well, the 30th of June 2014, so that's done. If I can stay in the Segunda Division this season, I should hopefully get a better kit sponsorship as well. So, or I might even get some other sponsorships as well. But I haven't made any bids yet because the actual transfer window has just closed. Well, Montevani was supposed to have been going to Independiente Racing, but I managed to keep hold of him. And we've got, oh, actually, this is one of the players I'm looking at, supposedly. Can't remember putting a bid in for him unless I've got a I think I might have a director of football. Yeah, I got a director of football. So he's going in. He's 4-star potential. He's 17, so he's not too bad. So I will be looking at getting some players in after that. So we'll just go and have a look at some of the squad here. So I have released quite a few of my players from last year, including Manu Busto, who did play very well, I must admit. We'll just have a look at the players I did release. Bloody hell. Oh yeah, I remember releasing 40 odd players. Oh, that's including June 2013 actually. So at the end of the season just gone, Quintana, who was my keeper, Manu Busto, who was one of my decent players to be fair. He's not a great rating, and he's also 33, so I don't think it'd be good enough. Any player that was under 3 stars, no matter how well he did for me, I released them. So we've got Alvaro, Adan, Madeira, who didn't really play, and all these guys here are youngsters. So Orlando Quintana, who's 36, Tenerife actually won him, that's not bad because they're in the Segunda. So basically the players released were youngsters or any players that were over the age of 13 now were not 3-star ratings at least. So that shouldn't be too bad. But that's it guys for this episode. Join me next time. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do just yet, whether I will actually do the first set of games or if I will go to the end of the transfer window. I might go to the end of the transfer window with the fact that the league starts in September. One difference obviously will be that the Segunda has more games. It's got 42. So let's just have a look at some of the teams coming down. We've got Real Madrid's B team, Seca, Salamanca, who won my division the year before, and Gymnastique, and will be relegated to obviously be replaced by the team promotion team. So Melilla, myself, I can't remember the other two. Who were the other two? Cartagena and Alaves. And the top division La Liga, we got Mallorca, Celta Vigo and Girona coming down. So it's going to be tough, there's no doubt in it. Oh, hopefully oh yeah, sorry about that, guys. My aim will be to survive, and hopefully, whether that's by 10 points, 1 goal, I don't really care as long as I survive. That will be the aim for the season. Obviously, hopefully with some decent defenders and keepers, I should be able to do that. But that's it, guys, for this episode. Leave some likes, leave some comments, and tune in next time for the end of the transfer window video. Until next time, guys, take it easy.